Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Remnant here. This week we're changing things up a bit, in such a way that week in review may never be the same. This is week of May 31st, by the way. The last week in May. What will happen when we reach June? Who knows? Maybe the fabric of space and time will dissolve and we will all die a horrible death. Probably not, but it's possible. So, live in fear. But we're going to be changing things up. In that there's now going to be a top 10 list and a list of, there's going to be a leaderboard now. A leaderboard of sorts. Yes, we're going to have a top 10 list like this one right here. So this is the current top 10 Week in Review champions. People who have won the most medals on Week in Review. You can see 7th Battalion is in first. He's got a lot of nice little awards there. He's got a gold medal in terraforming. Good job, dude. He's got Zephyr and IG Fred McWaffa and Owls and Hypixel Build Team and all those people that you've seen over the past few weeks. So we're going to be doing that. That's going to be new. We're also going to be doing badges. Badges are going to be these special little awards that people get for completing little menial tasks. Like, for example, well, I'll just go and list them all. So the first the first badge that we have is the Jack of all Trades badge. Yes, this is a badge that you get when you obtain at least a ribbon from each category. So you have to be good at, all different categories, organic, work, structures, and terraforming. Then you're a jack of all trades. You got the multi-talented badge, which is what you get when you obtain at least a bronze medal from each category. The adaptable crafter badge, obtaining at least a silver medal from each category. And the master of all badge, which is a badge you obtain from obtaining a gold medal from each category. And then you got the hat trick badge, something that you obtain when you obtain three awards in a week. That's right, 3 awards in a week. So, if you got 3 ribbons in a week, you get the hat trick badge. Oh, and I think it's suffice to say you can only get each badge once. You can't get multiples. Once you get it, you've got it. You can't get it again. And you got the Mason badge, which is when you reach 10 points overall in structures. Now, you're wondering, what are points? Points are what you get when you get a medal or a ribbon. By the way, a ribbon is a qualifier. So if you get in the qualifying list, that's a ribbon. Basically, I haven't said that up until this episode, so you're probably confused. You're probably like, "Great Remnant, what is this ribbon you speak of?" Well, I just told you. It's what you get when you qualify. So ribbons are worth 1 point. Bronze medals are worth 3. Silver medals are worth a whopping 6 points. Yes, 6 points. I know. And then gold medals are worth 9. So if you get 10 points overall in structures, you get the Mason badge. You get 25 points overall in structures, you get the Master Crafter badge. And if you get 50 points overall, you get the Genius Architect badge, followed by the Nehemiah badge if you get 100 points in structures. Yes, that's only for the elite of the elite. And it's the same thing with terraforming and organic work. With terraforming, you got the Landscaper badge, the Mountain Mover badge, Titan of Tectonics, and Maker of Worlds, the Maker of Worlds badge. The Sculptor badge, this is obviously for organic work. Artist badge, Master of the Third Dimension, and Michelangelo. No, not the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Michelangelo. He's stupid. We mean the real Michelangelo. The artist? No? Wow, I'm the only one who knows. Okay, well, I tried. And then, of course, we've got overall badges. So if you get 50 points overall, you get the Expert badge. 100 points overall, you get the Elite badge. Then 250 points Champion, 500 Legend. And if you get 1,000 points overall, which would take a lot, but it's there, just in case anybody ever gets there, the Demigod badge. The Demigod badge. And some more gettable badges would be the On the Roll badge, which is what you get when you win a medal 2 weeks in a row. And then the Dynasty badge, which is what you get when you win a medal 3 weeks in a row. You're wondering why there's a Chicago Blackhawks logo on this badge? Because the Blackhawks have a dynasty, bitches. Please, for the love of Christ, win. Oh, and then, of course, the Spleck badge, which is what you get for obtaining a gold medal with a project that has a render by Spleck. You get the Spleck badge. Lots of people have won badges already. I'm not going to list off all the people who have. You could check the leaderboard lists, which will be available on the PMC page, if you really want to know. But I will announce any badges that people get in the episode. So if anybody gets a badge this episode, I will tell you. And the leaderboard will always be up at the end of the video after we go through the qualifier list. I'll show the top 10 for a few seconds, and you'll get to look at it and investigate who's the best of the best on PMC. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing now. We're doing a lot of new stuff. Now, this week, we had a lot of projects. The qualifier list is longer than it's ever been. This was a very tough week for structures, organic work, and for terraforming. They were all immensely strong categories this week. So a lot of work got snubbed. Sorry, it's just the way it is. It happens. So we will start this week, as we always do, with structures. Structure of the week. The bronze medal goes to a build titled Imperial State Opera by Team Glacium. Team Glacium, no stranger to Week in Review. This is a very, very classy build. A build of class and elegance and Victorian era architecture of dreams. Yes, it's very nice. There's a lot of exterior work. Don't mind all the boat and all those other builds. This is actually in like a server or something. So there's a lot of other builds around it. Those don't count. I'm only reviewing the opera. So the opera house is all I'm looking at. On the outside, there's great details. I could see that there was a lot of MC edit used in this one. I could tell. The interior is actually very elegant, which is why I actually chose this one for the bronze medal. That was the criteria that got this one the bronze medal, in case you were wondering. Yes, the interior is absolutely fantastic. There's a lot on the inside. It's got a dark ambient atmosphere of sorts. You see what I mean if you look at it. There's a big lobby area, which is really nice. And then, of course, you've got the theater area, which is absolutely stunning. You've got a chandelier. Of course, there's always a chandelier in a room of such elegance and majesty. Has to be a chandelier, because then it falls and kills everyone sitting below it. Why do I always take everything down a dark turn? Why do I always do that? I don't know. Maybe I'm pretty messed up on the inside. I don't know. Could be. Not sure. But yeah, and the stage is decorated with some stage stuff. Yeah. And it's got a dome. So dome, always bonus points if you get a dome. So excellent work, Team Glacium. You've won a bronze medal. A bronze medal of valor. Congratulations. You must be so proud. Let's move on to the silver medal for structures, which was a build titled Bridge Construction Site by Art Server, a newbie here on Week in Review. Never seen any of his work here. But this is this is absolutely amazing. It's a bridge that's under construction. I know, right? It's surprising. You were expecting like a spaceship by the title. But that's what it is. It's a very, very long bridge, suspension bridge, that is under construction. You've got a little, like, what do you call that? Is that boat, or is that, it's more like one of those things that just float, kind of like an oil tanker, like I don't know. I don't know the word that I'm looking for here. You got one of those kind of sitting offshore, and you got a lot of construction elements, some cranes, some supplies littering the bridge. It is pretty immense, and it's got a lot of nice little details. You got some construction vehicles. Overall, I was blown away by this one. I think this one got over 100 diamonds on PMC. That's no easy task, getting over 100 diamonds, and now you've won a silver medal. Good God, all of that for one build? You must be so proud. Your parents must be proud. So very good job, Art Server. That was pretty mind-blowing. I really like that one. Which brings us to the gold medal. Of course. For structures this week, the gold medal this week was something mind-blowing beyond belief. That I'm going to talk a lot about because it was very, very good. If anything's deserving of a gold medal, this one definitely is one of them. This is a build titled Asgard Hybrid Carrier Battleship by Roski, with assistance from Naughty797, who supplied renders, and Coolness, who I guess gave some suggestions. I don't know. Don't know exactly what he did. But this is, I don't even know how to say that. This is, there's nothing subtle about this build. It's pure 100% weapon-grade annihilation in the form of an air-bound Goliath battlecruiser. Buckle your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. The ship itself is fairly lengthy, extremely detailed. I think, that pretty much describes it. The upper deck includes some cannons, got some Nice little technological nuggets, some solar panels, control decks. You can see that, like, the engines, or I guess like the tubes connecting the engines to the ship exposed, kind of in the midsection there, and other technological goodies and trinkets that you can look at if you so choose. The back portion of the ship is flanked with these like massive cables that I'm guessing funnel fuel into the engines. Either that, or they're just there to look cool. If they do funnel fuel, that's an easy target for enemies to shoot at. It's like, just aim at the cables, and then the ship just like falls from the sky. Pretty much. I mean, that's pretty. That's a design flaw, if anything. But on the underbelly of the ship, there are these rows of support panels that kind of look like ribs. Only instead of protecting a beating heart, they protect all the technology and the stuff that you wouldn't want your enemy shooting at, because then your ship explodes and then you burn to death as you fall through the air thousands of feet to the surface. Yes. It's really nice that it has all these nice little details on the underside of the ship, because it gives people on the ground something epic to look at while they're being blown to smithereens by the starboard cannons. Take cover, but walk slowly so you can admire the rotary couplings. Yes. Couple all this joyous mayhem with some fantastic renders by, yes, no surprise, Nati797, who is basically becoming the new Splack and rendering everything. And you've got something really, frankly, truly extraordinary. I mean, this is mind-blowing. It's got like this soft red glow underneath the exterior panels that bears a strong resemblance to the Balrog from the Lord of the Rings. The only difference here is that this is definitely not a battle Gandalf would win. I mean, could you imagine? You shall not pass. Screw it. Run, Frodo, run. Oh, and there's some interior gubbins to admire as well. I forgot to mention that. That's right. There's a hangar bay filled with miniature aeronautical attack vehicles. As if the ship didn't already have enough firepower and weaponry. It turns out it has its own fleet of jets and dropships as well. Who knew? But, overall, this is a massive, exceptionally detailed, and filled to the brim with awesome style, courtesy of Roski. Good job, dude. Seriously, good work. Now get back to work. I expect another one of these by next Saturday. Not really. You don't really. Just joking around, obviously. You don't have to do that. But good job. You've definitely, I mean, if anything's ever earned a gold medal, it was the Asgard Hybrid Carrier Battleship. Awesome name, too, dude. That's pretty good. All right, so structures are wrapped up. Good. Let's move on to terraforming. The bronze medal for terraforming this week goes to someone who's on Week in Review all the time. He's a guy named Key Steve. I know you've heard of him. You've seen his builds. I think this is like his 9th time on Week in Review. I'm not joking. He's been on here like 9 times now. This is a map titled Of Lands Forgotten, Aurea Silva. Yes. This is a forest of sorts. In autumn, because all the leaves are yellow and orange, and it is absolutely fantastic. It's mostly trees, and I think that most of the ground is actually covered in a swamp. But yes, it is mostly these massive skyscraper trees of sorts reaching towards the heavens. It's basically covered in these things, and it's really like, when you get down and actually look at it close up, it looks pretty good. But it's when you step back and look at the thing in its entirety that it really blows your mind. Look at this. Look at it. Christ. That is just, I don't even know what to say. It is definitely a nice little nugget of a terraforming map. It's not big. It's not like an 8K map, like something that Janik Loeffler does. But this is like, in terms of small, detailed, conceptual masterpieces, this is fantastic. I love this map. And in my opinion, this is Key Steve's best work so far. So keep up the good work, Key Steve. I hope to see more from you. I'm sure I will. He does one like basically every week. He does at least one every week. Sometimes he does like 3 maps a week. He's crazy. He does terraforming all the time. I guess he never sleeps. He never sleeps. And then he comes out of your TV at night and eats your soul. Little reference to the ring there. Okay, let's move on to the Silva Medal. Silva Medal of Champions for Terraforming this week goes to a build titled Galleon. I'm just going to call it Galleon because I think that sounds better. By Alcapule Creation. With assistance from Rastamol, Splek, Fresh Milky Milk, and Yugo MC, who supplied the renders and cinematic, respectively. This is a pretty standard terraforming project. Basically, what we got here is we got some mountainous terrain covered in sandy goodness with some nice little trees. I believe that they're palm trees kind of sticking up. There's like nice white sand everywhere. It's really, really got like a nice tropical feel to it. And then in the water, you got these nice little symbols. I don't know exactly what those mean or what Alcapule Creation is trying to say there. He's making some profound statement about the modern day world we live in and the perils of our industrial complex. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. But yeah, overall, the overview of this is absolutely fantastic. The renders are spectacular. But the mountains and the way that the sand is sprinkled over them, it looks so natural and so rich, so divine in its utter complexity. And it's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. Masterpiece of the ages. Good job, Alcapule Creation. Fantastic terraforming. I believe this is Alcapule's first thing on Week in Review. Yeah. So I hope to see more from you, dude. Good luck next week. Let's move on to the Gold Medal of Victory for terraforming. This map is going to blow your mind. I'm just warning you. Fair warning before it blows your mind. So let's get into this Goliath map. It's titled Aluod Peak. Aluod Peak. I don't know how to pronounce the first word. Aluod Peak. It's like allowed, except with the O and the U with the O and U switched. This is made by Leafy Sea Rabbit. You've seen him on here, I believe, once before. He's really good at terraforming. He was doing terraforming long before I started Week in Review, so a lot of his maps never showed up because I was doing it way too late. This is a really, really massive map. I believe he describes this as a biggish-sized terrain. Yeah, it's so big, not even he knows the exact dimensions. Nobody does. It's uncharted territory. No one knows the depths of the... It's just... The map is divided into roughly 3 sections. The first is a lush green rainforest scattered amongst immense cliffsides. The leafy forest is bisected by an immense river, sandy shores on both sides. The scenery is so beautiful that it almost makes me want to get my canoe and go trekking downstream. I do it, but I've seen Deliverance, so I know how easily that could go horribly awry. Yeah. It doesn't go so well for those guys in that movie. You guys probably have never seen that. It's way before your time. But beyond the forestry lies a great mountainous tundra caked with snow and ice, and it is here that the Yeti of legend waits for unsuspecting travelers. Yes. If you decide to go rock climbing, just remember that your chances of ending up dead are much lower than they would be if you went canoeing. That's mainly because the murderous mountain rapists generally dislike the colder climate. It's true. This has been proven by science. Proven. What? You don't believe me? You require citations? Fine. Citation? My brain. My brain. And if you get the chills while rock climbing, remember that there's also a nice warm volcano on the other side of the map. That's right. Several bubbling pits of molten lava surrounded by rigid volcanic rock carpet the plains. It actually kind of looks like that place at the end of Star Wars Episode 3. You know, the place where Jar Jar falls into the lava while everybody cheers and shouts obscenities at him. What? You don't remember that scene? I do. I choose to believe that that's how it ended. It helps me sleep at night. Sue me, Lucas! All in all, I've gone way, way overboard on this project. We've gone off the rails, ladies and gentlemen, more than I ever have before, I think. All in all, this is a terraforming project that's rich in details and vast in diversity. It really captures the different biomes well while integrating them in such a way that they blend together in perfect harmony. Kind of like how Jar Jar's skin melted in the lava when he screamed, "Miss a burning! Miss a burning!" Oh, it happened! I swear to God, it was in the bonus scenes in the DVD box set. It was. Shun the non-believers. Shun. So that concludes terraforming. Congrats, Leafy Sea Rabbit. I'm sorry that I went so off track while describing your project, but it happens, happens sometimes. Let's move on to organic work. This week we had some nice organic projects. We'll start with the bronze medal, which goes to an organic favorite, someone who's on We Could Review all the time. I know you've seen his projects before. His name is Addy Buddy, and he made a project titled Steampunk Horse. Yes, this was completely solo. He did this by himself. I really like this build. It's basically a horse with like some technological gubbins basically covering him. He's got kind of like these, I don't know what you call them, like those support things like behind his legs. Kind of like the tarantula thing from Wild Wild West. Again, a movie that's kind of before your time probably, but nevertheless. And I think he used cobwebs for the tail, which works really well. I actually like how on the head of the horse he's got like these horns. Kind of makes him look like a rhino almost. I think he was trying to make a mane, but it really came out looking like horns, which I actually think is awesome. Myself, to be totally honest. It doesn't really look like anything that you'd see on a horse. It's not basic horse anatomy, but it's got like these rings kind of covering the backside of him, and you got like a darker texture on the top of the ring. It's really, really bizarre. Really, really good organic work. Addy Buddy, as usual. He's usually pretty solid, and today is no exception. Let's move on to the silver medal. This was a build titled Shingancrimsonz by Rubik Cube Man. Alright, so this is a project I don't know anything about. This is like a reference to some anime or something. I know nothing about it. I kind of looked it up. I didn't understand what it was. So, it's basically like a rock band. And it's these four little, kind of, I don't know, like animal figures, and they're rocking out, and that's what it is. And I can't go any further into it because I honestly don't know what it is. But it's really good. It actually reminds me of Esther the Dragon plays guitar, except without the dragon, obviously. But it's really, really good organic work. It's got like this ring above the band. I don't know. It's I couldn't download the map because it's not. I don't even think that it's available. All I have are these two images, so I didn't have very much to go by. But I know enough when I see something like this to know that it's worthy of a silver medal. So very good job, Rubik Cube Man. I'm not gonna go really into this because I don't know what this is a reference to. I just know that it's really, really good. But so let's move on to the gold medal. The gold medal for organic work. That's right. The gold medal for organic work this week is a build titled Ortha Kreath, Dragon of Darkness by Drooly. Drooly actually changed his name. I believe he did the train thing. He did Choo Choo, Train of Dead Souls. You remember that? I forgot his name though. But this is a dragon of darkness and death and despair. Remember how I said that scary organic projects generally win We Could Review? Yeah, this is what I mean. Because this was the best project this week. It was because this dragon, I don't know, it seems to have either made some kind of dark pact with the devil, or he decided to take a bath in a nuclear reactor. I don't know. I mean, Satan and radiation poisoning are the only two things that can explain what I'm seeing here. I mean, flaked wings and glowing purple skin are either the result of demonic possession or the result of massive irradiation. It's just like one or the other. There's no other explanation. But other than that, Ortha Kreath seems to have all the standard features you would expect of a dragon. He's got the jagged horns, the gnarled teeth, the glowing eyes, the claws, and the tail. Pretty much sums up this monstrous demigod of champions and gods. But let this be a lesson to anyone in close proximity to nuclear waste. There's a reason they hand out iodine tablets, kids. It's so that your throat doesn't start glowing purple. This is like what would happen if Smaug ended up in Chernobyl for like a week. He'd like leave. He'd be, oh God, what has happened to me? Fuck. Oh, but very, very impressive work. Drooly, which is your new name now. I forgot what your old name was, but I guess it's in the past now. It doesn't matter. It's a thing of the past. So that concludes today's episode of We Could Review. I have one badge to hand out, and it is the what's the badge? I think I have to. Oh, the Landscaper badge to Leafy Sea Rabbit. Yeah, Leafy Sea Rabbit gets the Landscaper badge because he now has over 10 points in terraforming. So very good job, Leafy Sea Rabbit. You've earned it. You're definitely one of the best terraformers of I don't know, the modern age, the modern era. So yeah, that's the one badge that we had this week. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And you could check this project out on PMC. There's a link in the description. You can see the leaderboard, a list of badges, so you can see what all the different badges are. And there will be a top 10 little thing. It'll actually be at the end of this video. There'll be a top 10 thing of sorts that you could look at, you could gaze at, and get an idea of who's the best of the best we could review so far. I will see you guys next week. Please enjoy your list of qualifiers. Thank you for watching. Grey Remnant signing out. Goodbye, you guys.
5, 4, 3. Fuck it. There's no words on it. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Because I've never seen that. Fucking thing sucks. There's no words there. Fuck it. There's no words on it. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Because I've never seen that. Fucking thing sucks. There's no words there. I don't know.